Welcome to the bowels of retribution, and welcome to another triple tape terror. Hello everybody. So today's triple tape terror features 3 bands from the UK, 2 from Scotland and 1 from England. And we'll get started with the band from England. This is a band from Nottingham. This is their debut release, 2025. I suppose like a demo, but I suppose you class it as an EP. And this is the band Liquified. This release, Chapters of Cruelty. Logo is done by Rotting Head, who's done a bit of work for numerous death metal bands, and I think even Dry Cough Records. But don't let the name of the band and the cover art put you off. Yes, it is death metal, and yes, it is filthy, dirty and horrible death metal, but this band have got a bit more to them. They've almost got like a thrashiness to their sound, almost sort of epic moments in there. You know, in thrash metal, when they always sort of, not always, but they tend to, look at that shell by the way, isn't that nicely done, that? Yeah, you know when they're about to do a solo in these thrash metal bands, and they change the way they change the sort of riffs behind it, and it always gives it, I say always, but not every band does it, but a lot of good bands do it, and it gives it that sort of epicness, and it just works really, really well. They've got this in that sound, madly enough. There's an instrumental track on this. How many tracks are on it in total? I want to say 5. There's an instrumental track on this, yeah, and again reminded me of other sort of styles, like I say, with the sort of thrashiness. It very much reminds me of early, like the sort of demo stuff that Cradle of Filth recorded, but obviously with it being instrumental, it's not got those horrendous Danny Filth vocals over it. But yeah, vocally this guy is brilliant. He's got a real sort of Glenn Benton style growl that'll dip into sort of more harsher, not screams, because they're not screams, but it's more of a harsher sort of style. He's got a nasty guitar tone. Drums are great, everything's great. It's really well produced demo. I'm very impressed, and I'm hoping to go and see these guys live at some point soon. I think they're playing not far from me in Manchester, so I'm hoping I can get the time off work to go and see them. But a really impressive first outing from these boys, so please go and check them out. I think this was put out on Dan's Crypt. Yeah, Dan's Crypt Records out of Spain. I don't know if the guys in the UK have got any more of these available. They've got shirts as well. But please do go and check them out. Liquified with Chapters of Cruelty. Super release. Right, we're off up to Scotland now. And this band, Abysmal Decay. This features my good friend and the legend from the Scottish scene, Dave McLennan. You might know him from previous work in Coffin Mulch, also Gouger. He played bass for Brain Bath. Well, in this band he is the drummer and vocalist, along with musicians from other bands. I think member from Rancid Cadaver, Diego from Brain Bath, and Murder Worship, and I think one of the guys from Tim Voss is in this band as well. But this, let me show you the inside there. If you know Dave and you know his work with Coffin Mulch and the style of sort of guitar riff that the guy writes, you know what you get here. This is so old school sounding. It is just fantastic. It's thick, overdriven, old school death metal. It's mainly sort of mid-paced with doomy moments. I love the way when they play the sort of, they'll drop it right down. They'll go from a mid-paced, it's not a breakdown because I suppose it's a bit slower than that, but it's got this way of just dropping it down and coming back in at a slower pace. But how talented is this man? Drummer and vocalist for this band, guitarist in another band, bass player. He currently plays bass in Grave Ghoul as well. Super talented. This is a brilliant release, and I'm so looking forward to hearing what they are going to do in the future. And I love side B there, the title of that song, Macabre End. If you know your old school death metal, especially the Swedish stuff, you know where that comes from. It's 2 tracks, one on each side of the tape, which I like as well, because you play it, it ends, you flip it over, you play it, it ends, and you keep doing that. Very simple, but yeah, can't wait to hear them. And they are featuring on the Dead of Winter Fest. I think they're playing on the Friday night up in Glasgow. So again, super excited to see them, and catch up with Dave and the boys again. It's always a pleasure to see them. So please check them out. It was only a short press, this, self-released, but I think Rotter Records, which I'm not actually sure where they're from. I think they're in Europe, but I'm not sure. They've done a repress of this. There might be another label have done a repress of this, but if you can pick it up, please do. I think it's got slightly different artwork on it. But yeah, if you like your old school death metal, that mid-paced, meaty, thick, overdriven riffs, great sort of guitar harmonies over the top, utter guttural vocals, you are going to love these. Please check them out. Abysmal Decay from Scotland. And the last one I'm going to show you today, and another band from Scotland, this time from Edinburgh. And this is Caustic Phlegm, the mighty Caustic Phlegm. Another superb musician, Evan. Obviously, you will know him from Chest Crush. It's always hard for me to say that, and I've got no idea why. Chest Crush. It's like a tongue tie for me, a tongue tie. Anyway, this is the demo from 2025, self-released. This, I do believe, is extra bits or songs that didn't quite make the Caustic Phlegm debut, Purulent Apocalypse. And I'm glad that Evan put these out, because they're brilliant. It's superb. If you know, let me show you the inside. If you know Caustic Phlegm, absolute putrid, suffocating, horrible, intense, drowning in your own blood death metal. This guy writes some of the heaviest music you're gonna hear, and this carries it on very much. It's recorded from the same time, I do believe, like I say. One thing I did notice, oh look at that side of the shell. Yeah, one thing I did notice is the snare sound on these tracks hasn't quite got that same ping as the LP. So if that kind of put you off a little bit, which I'm sure it didn't, you'd be pleased to know. But yeah, just fantastic, really heavy, overdriven HM2 soaked guitar, down-tuned, heavy as fuck. Vocals are just bile filled. horribleness. And there's a remix of one of the tracks off Purulent Apocalypse, Flesh Melt Contagion. I love the title of that track for Love Like Maggots. But yeah, just really intense, like I say, blood curdling death metal. He's still got those sound bites in between the tracks that give it that really eerie, old sound. But yeah, please do check him out. I think this was an extremely short press, maybe like 50 copies or something. I know some did make their way over to the States, but if you can pick up a copy, do, because Caustic Phlegm, along with Abysmal Decay and Liquified, are all very worthy of your attention if you like your filthy, dirty and horrible old school death metal like I do. Please do go and check them out. Playing in the background is a band from Germany. This is the band Acrid Death. This release is called Abominable Presence of Blight. Put out last year, I want to say. I'm sure it was either last year or this year on Rising Nemesis Records. HM2 soaked death metal. What do I need to say? You know it's going to be good, don't you? You just know it's going to be good. That's it, guys. Thank you very much, as always, for taking the time out of your day. Please do go check those three bands out. I will leave links below to their music, so do please go and check them out. And like I say, as always, thank you very much for taking the time out of your day for watching. Always appreciated. I will be back soon with another video. Until then, bye for now.